Now Brady throwing on second down. Now he's forced out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Play action. Now it's Brady. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Let's go.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. Some strong running at the 20. 23 yards on the play. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief.
The first NFL touchdown run for Sony Michel as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now the longtime Patriot. It's LeGarrette Blount. And he'll get across the 20, but only to about the 22-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
10.
Third and long, it's Stafford. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
All right, boys, here we go.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
On second down, here's Stafford. Screen pass to Blood. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And it's a fumble. Picked off by Jason McCourty.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now he's flushed out left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Detroit. 47 yards. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that is a shank. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So the interception, that had him set up in golden shape, but no first down comes of it. And in the end, no points come up.
And, Brandon, I tell you, in a sudden change offense, you must capitalize. This is where you can really swing momentum in your favor. But that time, they let him off the hook.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. First catch for the All-Pro Gronk, and a first down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those two often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Sylvester Williams able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Wait 20! Wait 20!
Brady going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Hey, Sean Robinson. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. On the return, it's Tate. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start on the ground here with Blunt. And Blunt loses the football. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I got it. We're rolling. 22!
To throw on second down is Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Derek Rivers in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. And he's got some space here. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alabama.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Here we go. Wait, 20.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
The New England Patriots remain consistent on offense with a stable of running backs. They added Sony Michel, the 31st pick of the draft in 2018, to that stable at the University of Georgia, mainly for his ability to run inside the tackles and add a little thump to their game.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a play fake. Brady to Michel on the dump off. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Hey, Alabama.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Hey, Alabama.
Following the penalty, Michel. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling them for a loss.
Right. Go.
To throw on 2nd down, Brady. They'll check this one down to Michel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
We got set, lady.
On 1st down, Stafford here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets them 8. The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. To the air again, Stafford. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
22.
A final shot before the break. Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what?
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Again, this is Michelle. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And it's Michelle once again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to kick points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the 2nd half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On the ground, this is Michelle, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a Patriot 1st down as Brady finds Patterson. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Brady. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Go. No, 66.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Here's a toss coming right. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. No yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Stafford. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. He was looking for Gronk that time. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away, and now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a run-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd and 5.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Throwing now is Brady. To Michelle on the screen. Room here to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Coming left is Michelle. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Wait, 20! Wait, 20!
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
11 more on that one and another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play on 3rd down for the Lions. And even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Check 54!
And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now a toss play to Blunt. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Stafford. And it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Patriots get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Michel. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Got some room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On the ground is Michel. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Brady to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the right.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He was brought down by Devon Kennard.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, that's White. And down inside the 15 he goes. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Pats, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper. No burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot put no zeros. Don't you run out? No, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I am a boss in the cut. Mayday. Bubbles and these models. It's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock